What if I told you that the positions most couples never try are actually the ones that could revolutionize your entire relationship? Today we're diving deep into the forbidden territory that most people are too shy to explore. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why these secrets have been kept hidden for so long. Before we get started, I need you to promise me something. Keep an open mind, because what we're about to discuss challenges everything you think you know about physical intimacy. These aren't your typical bedroom basics that everyone talks about. These are the advanced techniques that transform good relationships into extraordinary ones. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Why are certain positions considered taboo in the first place? Society has programmed us to believe that intimacy should follow a script. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The most fulfilling couples are the ones who throw that script out the window and create their own rules. The first forbidden position we need to talk about is what I call the trust builder. This isn't just about physical positioning, it's about emotional vulnerability. Most couples stick to positions where they can hide, where they don't have to make eye contact, where they can stay in their comfort zone. But the trust builder demands complete openness. You're facing each other, maintaining eye contact, and there's nowhere to hide. This position forces you to be completely present with your partner, and that level of intimacy terrifies most people. Here's why it works so well. When you remove the ability to disconnect mentally, something magical happens. Your nervous system starts to sync up. Your breathing matches. Your heartbeats align. You're not just physically connected anymore, you're emotionally and energetically bonded. This is why couples who practice this report feeling closer than they've ever felt before. Now, the second forbidden position is the power exchange. This challenges traditional gender roles and expectations in ways that make people uncomfortable. Society tells us who should be dominant and who should be submissive, but the power exchange flips this completely. It's about taking turns being in control, about exploring different dynamics within the safety of your relationship. What makes this so powerful is that it builds trust on a completely different level. When you're willing to be vulnerable and let your partner take control, and when you're trusted enough to lead, it creates a bond that goes far beyond the physical. You start to see each other as complete human beings with different sides and desires. The third position I want to share is the mindful connection. This is forbidden because our culture is obsessed with speed and intensity, but this position is about slowing everything down. It's about being present in every moment, feeling every sensation, and truly connecting with your partner's energy. Most people avoid this because they're afraid of intimacy, afraid of being truly seen and known. But here's what happens when you embrace the mindful connection. You start to discover parts of yourself and your partner that you never knew existed. You realize that the rush to the finish line was actually robbing you of the most beautiful parts of the journey. Couples who practice this report that their entire relationship becomes more mindful, more present, and more connected. Let me share something that might surprise you. The most forbidden position of all isn't actually a physical position at all. It's emotional nudity. It's the willingness to be completely honest about your desires, your fears, your fantasies, and your boundaries. Most people would rather try the most acrobatic physical position than have an honest conversation about what they actually want. But emotional nudity changes everything. When you can talk openly about your desires without shame, when you can express your boundaries without fear, when you can share your fantasies without judgment, you create a safe space where anything becomes possible. This is the foundation that makes all other exploration meaningful. Here's the secret that the experts don't want you to know. The positions themselves aren't magic. What makes them transformative is the mindset you bring to them. It's the willingness to be vulnerable, to experiment, to communicate, and to prioritize your partner's pleasure as much as your own. The reason these positions are considered forbidden isn't because they're dangerous or wrong. They're forbidden because they require you to show up fully in your relationship. They demand authenticity, communication, and emotional maturity. They challenge you to be a better partner and a better person. So here's your challenge. Choose one of these forbidden approaches and commit to exploring it with your partner this week. Start with a conversation. Talk about what you want to try, what excites you, what scares you. Create that foundation of emotional safety that makes everything else possible. Remember, the couples with the most fulfilling, intimate lives aren't the ones with the most experience or the most techniques. They're the ones with the most courage to be vulnerable with each other. They're willing to explore, to communicate, and to grow together. Your love life doesn't have to follow anyone else's rules. Create your own adventure, explore your own desires, and watch how everything changes when you're brave enough to step into the forbidden.